is absolutely out of place right now if the Hydras were going to go ahead and backstab at the third base. Look at the Corsairs, though. They ran right into the main, still getting that necessary vision, trying to see what, Effort is up to. A few good Hydralists in place here to defend, and Lurkers are there.
Lurkers! So that's what the Hydras were there for. They were morphing into Lurker behind that middle line, and then Effort brought him out to play his, like a trump card or something. You activated my Lurker card.
Yeah, oh, and the DT somehow staying alive, but finally it had one hit point left, or one hit left, and did get taken out by the Hydralists. The Zealots will be able to chase the rest of the Hydra's away, but still, because the Robo was so late, these observers just aren't out here for Guinchi yet.
It's gonna take a while. Looks like that first Lurker got stormed down. Having to burn 2 stuff to take on a single Lurker.
Oh, and the Corsairs just barely find an area where they can escape. I mean, this is what the map is really good for as far as air units are concerned, is there's a lot of different ridges that you can escape over. That's why, you see Protoss sometimes go carriers in PvT. But the Corsairs still managing to stay alive, which is going to be very helpful for Guinchi.
Right, they're already starting to get a lot of Overlord kills so far.
Yeah, those kills start to add up. Being supply blocked, having to, gain more detection here from the Overlords. It's really difficult when you start seeing it just constantly get popped.
But looks like Guinchi will decide he can't really defend that Nexus.
I'm glad that Guinchi didn't, panic in his defense here to save the third base. Absolutely, it's more important right now to keep his army alive, so that way he can have a good push out and be able to defend the third after his army is out. But the fact is, these Dragoons are having a lot of trouble staying stationary at this natural base, which is making it difficult to keep his army alive.
Right, meanwhile, looks like Guinchi's diving into Effort's bases to get more Overlord kills.
Yeah, and he's still going to escape with a sizable force here. He's got to be careful, though. There is a Spore Colony inside this base, and just a few shots are going to be able to take out some of the weak Corsairs. Right,
and we're going to see the expand once again from Guinchi. You're going to retake that middle only third. This time, though, he does actually have the army to defend it.
Yeah, I mean, this is really good for Guinchi because he didn't overextend himself. But this is interesting. Effort adding in Mutas.
This is a good time to go for Mutas now because there's not enough Dragoons yet. And the High Templar are still pretty exposed. But more importantly, though, the Corsair count has been pretty dwindled, so Mutas are good.
Here's the deal: is he going to use the Mutas to do straight-on engagements against his army, which I think would be a bad choice, or is he going to try and backstab? Look at this, one storm going off already. There's a lot of Dragoons here getting a ton of shots off. The Corsairs coming in here too. I felt like that was kind of a bad dive in there with those Mutas.
No, that wasn't. That's the entire purpose of the Mutas is to get those High Templars. Look at this. You can see it right now. Guinchi has to back off immediately. He cannot win this engagement.
Yeah, he doesn't have any High Templars, but the Dragoons, they can still be pretty sizable against these Hydralists. But are they going to be enough with this next round of Zealots coming in here too?
Well, we'll have to find out here. No High Templars, and we're seeing this third base is going to get taken down once. At least be forced to cancel.
Yeah, I guess you're absolutely right. Those High Templar were way too critical to that army. And now with the third being lost, I don't know that Guinchi has a chance of winning this game.
We'll have to find out here what Effort overextend. He's already going for the big attack here right now. There's one High Templar still alive, but doesn't have enough energy for a storm.
Wow, that's looking to be such a critical move. XKCD, the Hydras are moving in here. You see that Lurkers are also morphing at the front. There's nothing that Guinchi can do. He has no army, and he's losing control of his natural base.
And looks like Guinchi can be forced to tap out here.
GG.
That was a big blunder by Guinchi.
Yeah. But did he actually see the Mutas? There was a point where, as observers, we could see that the Mutas got really close to the Protoss army. But I don't know if Guinchi caught them immediately or if he didn't see them until the Mutas engaged into the army. And at that point, the Corsairs were just too far away.
Right. Guinchi getting a little overzealous with those Corsairs as well, so he actually lost quite a bit of Corsairs towards the end of that game.
Yeah, when he ran his Corsairs back over the Hydralist army to kill off the Mutas too, he lost a ton right there. Took too much damage.
So it's going to be 1-1 right now, ladies and gentlemen. 1-1. We're going to go to game number 3 pretty soon.
Yep, and Gladiator is next.
Oh, I don't think we've seen a ZVP yet on Gladiator, have we?
Yeah, we saw Free take his 1 win against 0 on Gladiator.
Oh, right. I completely forgot about that.
I'm trying to remember how the game went, to be honest.
That was
Oh yeah, he pressured the third base at the top.
Yep.
And pretty much broke 0 in that game, just with the constant pressure.
Yep.
Yeah, so that was a pretty good one. I wonder if Guenchi has a chance here, or if Effort has a pretty good game plan for Gladiator. Still no cheesing yet in this series.
We will have to find out.
Yeah, I think both these players are pretty confident in their skills.
I mean, if you can still go for the cheese, though. It's the best of 5. Why not attempt to go for it?
Yeah, we talk about cheese every once in a while, but we don't see it that often. And when we get to these like semifinals and quarterfinals, a lot of the players just play very confidently in their macro game, or their mid game style play maybe, but nothing early game like cheeses really come out unless you're Mind. Mind is like the one player who just kind of randomly will throw in an all in.
Just because he can.
Just because he can.
So it looks like there's going to be no break here. We're going to hop in right into game number 3 on Gladiator.
Sweet. Guys, I'm excited for this. Game number 3. It's going to be so much fun.
And cross bonds once again.
Ooh, I like how you almost rolled the R on cross bonds, too.
Cross bonds.
What a talent
you have. In the bottom right, as the orange Protoss will have Guemchi, and in the top left as the green Zerg, we will have Effort.
You can't roll the R in Effort?
Effort. No, you only roll the R technically when the R is the first letter of the word. Technically, yeah. But I mean,
well, that was talent, man. I seriously thought you were about to phase warp into another dimension or swallow your tongue.
Nah, we can just go all day.
Oh man, we got Tiger casting.
That's how I do
pylon at the front here, and the probe already going out for the scout. It's a big map, 4-player. It's the max tile size that you could get actually. So
it is, but more importantly though, there's a lot of ridges and like little crevices as well.
That's right.
Additional gameplay is going to be very important for both players.
And I'm a big fan of a crevice.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, a good crevice always makes me happy.
I feel like I'm missing a reference here.
I had nothing to go on with that. Let's just let that one die.
All right.
In fact, it sounds really wrong. So we'll just we'll just go back to the ZVP casting. Stick to what we're good at.
It looks like this guy was predicting a 3-1 for no idea which split that was intended for.
What? You haven't learned your Hangul yet?
No, man. I've been busy.
Yeah.
See,
I filled my brain with too many useless bits of information to learn another language.
That's true. Like, learning a new language takes a lot of investment.
Yeah.
That's
why it's good when you get to start as like a young kid to learn another language. That's why I still know Spanish, even though I haven't spoken it in like a decade.
Well, ¿puedes hablar español?
Listen. I know Spanish. Like, I know the word español. There we go.
No, you don't know Spanish then.
Donde es mi gato? There we go. So, we have the drone that's about to plop itself down at the natural base. No carnage there from the probe. The Zerglings are out on the map. 6 aggressive Zerglings racing their way down. And do we see a second cannon right there?
I would.
Nope.
Looks like Grimsby's gonna go for the probe block instead.
Yeah, I like this, and you know, with the one cannon, it's definitely going to be done, and I don't think that the Zerglings will get in here. They're definitely going to try, though. Oh, one shot off on the cannon.
Nope. Meanwhile, Africa's gonna go for the close third base. Not the super close third base, but the close gas third base. So we might see the old hatchery, 6 hatch hydro play once again.
Yes, and efforts looking pretty good in this macro game so far. Yeah, in fact, no lair yet. I mean, even if he's going 6 hatch hydro, lair timing should have happened by now. What do you think? Do you think it's going to be hydro bust?
No, lair's already up and going.
Oh, here we go. Lair is on its way.
You know, sometimes when you say like the timings are not off right, I don't want to believe you. Sometimes you're right. It's a guessing game each time, man.
Well, for me, I like to get the lair faster.
I mean, that all depends on how fast you get that extractor up and going for yourself.
Mm-hmm. Well, I have the most optimal build orders, but I don't want to reveal them to everybody because then I wouldn't be able to win any more games.
Oh, are you playing it in DTLS though?
Well, look, I don't want to give away too much of my name, but some people call me Eon Zerg.
Ah, I see. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
We'll keep it a secret.
And other people call me Julia.
Julia.
and so those are two of the names I might go by if you did see me playing in a foreign tournament.
Okay.
Yeah, I've mastered like BM so much that I'm on par with Julia's skill as far as dissing people in game. I may not be as good at the actual game, but I can really mind game people. You will feel terrible about yourself if you play a game against me, and then you won't want to play again. So I'll get the walkover.
Nice. That's a good strategy. Meanwhile, with the layer's already up and going, Spark coming down here. Africa once again gained that +1 on his forge, and no +1 on the core. Huh. This is the first time we've seen a different build coming out here from Zerglemchi.
Yeah, and I like that he's trying to find himself a little bit of a variety here. You know, Bisu is one of the people who made it really popular to go for that +1 on the forge and go for a Zealot +1 aggression.
Right. Meanwhile, starting to see the SimCity slowly take shape here for effort. Gained a Hydrogen up front of his natural here.
Yeah, I think Zerglemchi's looking for a real good timing here off 2 bases.
Oh, that's a robotic facility, though. Are we going to see Sarah Reavers?
Oh, no way. It's been a while since we've seen some solid Sarah Reaver play in a PvZ.
But it's such a good map for it, though.
It is.
Oh, man. Oh, man.
Yeah, this is going to get nuts, guys. And you know what? If we see Reavers in 2 of 3 games, I'm going to be super excited.
We already saw Reavers in the first game. I mean, can Zerglemchi make it happen here in its third game?
Yeah, there was a sick game. I can't remember who was playing in it, but in the TLS, I was watching through the reps, and there was like a 40-minute game on Fighting Spirit where the middle was taken, and the game also had Guardians, it had Reavers, Plague. I mean, absolutely everything in the game that you could think of, and it went absolutely insane. Okay, so the Zeraki game. Thank you, Blind Rar. If you guys haven't seen that game 1, it was awesome. And I was like, this is a 10 out of 10 game. You gotta watch it.
Alright, well here comes the first Zealot push by Zerglemchi, though. Gonna be backed up here by Corsairs. There's that robotic support, man.
Now, I will disagree with the chat here. The Spanish Air Armada was actually game number 2 from Drum versus Rocky. Because I remember in game number 2, Drum lost to Mutas in that game. Anyway, so let's focus back here. We do have the Zealots plus the Corsairs going over to the natural base.
That's actually a pretty scary push. There's only one sunken, but looks like Guemchi doesn't want to force the issue just yet.
Yeah, even though there's just that one sunken, did you see how hard it would be for the Zealots to actually get to it?
It would be extremely hard, you know, having 3 buildings to wall it off for yourself. And look at this.
Yeah, that wall off was really good for effort, and so now he's just going to have to focus on defending this third base here.
The sunken being relatively protected. Nice drone drilling coming here by effort. Guemchi losing actually 1 Corsair so far. Might lose a second one. Here comes the reinforcement here of Zerglings.
Yeah, definitely this defense is going pretty well for effort. That actually went way better than I expected. He didn't even lose all his overlords at that base. So a pretty impressive defense so far from this aggression here. And it looks like there's nothing else out on the map. There's no more Zealots coming out to be aggressive. And effort is just going to switch over to macro mode and try and gain control of the map himself.
Right, there's that Reaver though. First Reaver already out here for Guemchi. I think that's a pretty good defense of it in itself.
Oh man, look at so many Zerglings are added in here. And does he see the DT here? That's just kind of running himself around the map. And the lurkers
Wait, is that
are
Reaver
at the front.
stuck?
Yeah, the Reaver can't get out. He's going to have to stay behind that base. And a shuttle right now may be the one thing that Guemchi needs to help make that Reaver useful. But he also needs an observer.
He needs a lot of units. He needs actually a lot of gas. He's trying to go for Dark Templar here. Trying to go for Reavers. And probably add some observers on.
Yeah, Guemchi,
Guemchi,
like you said, Guemchi needs a lot right now to be able to deal with the lurkerling aggression. But effort looks like he took his foot off the pedal here.
I think effort's pretty content knowing that, you know, he deflected the first Zealot attack pretty handily. He's already preparing himself for the inevitable Reaver play here.
Oh, but here comes the shuttle now, and the DT running under it.
But meanwhile, look at this. He's going to get scouted here by the Scourges. Oh, look at the Scourge actually might be able to hit some units. No, it's just going to take down more Corsairs.
Yeah, you know what's awesome about this is that effort knows
that...
man! He's so close to taking out the shuttle! Oh, it's on the run! Effort knows that these Corsairs needed to keep the shuttle alive, and so the shuttle goes down, and all the Corsairs go down too, except for one. Oh my goodness.
That last Corsair falls, and there's just 2 random Reavers singing.
Oh my god, this might just be straight up GG out of just frustration.
Could be straight up GG. These Reavers have nowhere to go. I mean, if I were effort, I'd just make a bunch of Needles right now. End the game.
Yeah, the DTs can't get in here. The Reavers are just trying to slowly make themselves back home.
A long walk back to Kansas.
Yes, it is. Oh, the Reaver! Oh, these Lings just trade so inefficiently, though, because Reavers are just that badass.
Oh, finally going to be protected by the Zealots, but... Man, 15
No
kills
way.
on Reaver.
Well, like you said, I'm getting super nervous, XKCD, that the Mutalisks are just going to come out of Effort's base.
This would be the perfect time to have those Mutalisks pop out right now. No Corsairs. No Guemchi overextended with all those Corsairs. Losing all of them to Scourges.
Yeah, look at that. He does have
the big problem here
Overlord
now.
speed now.
So effort know he killed off all of Guemchi's Corsairs that the Sayer Reaver is not going to work. I mean, Guemchi already trying to expand to a third base. Meanwhile, a second shuttle is coming in right now.
Still going to try and force the issue here. The shuttle is inside this base.
Storm drop. Beautiful storm there. On top of all those drones. Getting a lot of drone kills.
Yeah, that was a decent hit of storms right there. Effort, you know, he did respond pretty well, but still, there wasn't a lot of room for those drones to run away from.
I just like how the Reaver is still somehow alive.
And the Overlord is just like tailing
it.
Oh, man.
Great. Another shuttle out here. And look at this. You can see that Guemchi's army composition just going to be a little Zealots and a lot of High Templar.
Yeah, you know what? It's getting really late in this story for not a third being done. You know, there's a base at the 6 o'clock, but he's got to start mining from it if he wants to stay economically in this game.
Oh, here's the thing, though. Those 2 Reavers made it all the way back home across the map.
Those guys are heroes Someone write a fanfic tale about the Reavers and put it in a blog.
The Reavers who made it home.
The Reavers who made it home. I feel like that should be a storybook. I'm going to make one with, like, vivid pictures and tell it to my children when they grow up.
Take screenshots from this game.
Oh, man. We should totally make a StarCraft storybook series for kids.
That would be funny.
Yeah.
But here comes the muta transition coming out from Effort. Be quite delayed, but it's still going to be pretty effective. Oh, here comes another potential Reaver drop, though. Or a shuttle drop.
Oh, sickness. Here it comes. He drops the High Templar in there. Does do a good storm on those drones.
But that one Zealot is just still stuck behind the mineral line.
Yeah.
Here comes the problem, though. Look at all these mutalisks. Killing off all the Reavers, and the Reavers in High Templars will fall. That will be the end of the Reaver's tale.
Those poor Reavers. They literally worked really hard to get home just to die to mutas that were there just to kill the Reavers and then run away.
That's just life sometimes, BC Dagger. You know, when you're out on a random planet in a random galaxy, you know, and you're just a poor old Reaver, sometimes you're just going to get ended by mutalisks.
Yeah, muta gangs. I really hope I don't come home from a long day's work just to have, like, a giant flapping dragons with glaive attacks come here and kill me off.
But look at this, though. Effort looking to pressure his third base.
Yeah, his third base is in a lot of trouble. There's nothing here to defend it. And there's a lot of probes that are going to die off. But look at this. Guimchi does have a pretty sizable army now.
I like what Effort did there. He went for the Lurker Egg on the ramp. Going to block off the ramp for a very long time here. Looks like some Zealots can get across, but Dragoons won't be able to make it out. And his third base will fall.
Yeah, that was a pretty nice move with the Lurker block on that ramp.
Oh, look at this. Oh, even worse. The Probes are going to get caught off guard by the Mutalisks.
And there's so much distance for the Dragoons to travel all the way back to the natural base. They already had a hard enough time working their way to the third. And the Mutas being so agile, they're actually really strong right now.
You know, this is the big problem, you know, losing all your Corsairs early on when you build a sizable Corsair fleet, that you're giving too much room for units like Mutalisks to do so much damage.
Yeah, you know, he could have kept all his Corsairs alive if he didn't sacrifice them just to keep the shuttle alive. He really, like, felt like the shuttle was so important that he had to give up 5 Corsairs, was it?
Right.
Yeah, I think that was a major mistake. I know that the Reavers were a heavy investment, but still, air control is super important in this matchup.
Yeah, I think, you know, the only thing that Guimchi could really do right now is just go all in on 2 bases.
Yeah, that's what he's working himself up towards. And Effort here still hasn't taken an additional base, still to himself sitting on 3 bases.
You know, he's just expanding to the right side of the map in the top right, but look at this, a nice storm front. Finally going to get rid of that pack of Mutalisks, but here comes the big engagement coming in from both players here. The Reaver's doing a lot of damage, though, behind the Dragoon and the Zealot counts. That third base will actually start to go up. It's going to be that close mineral-only third base. Relatively easy to defend and hard at the same time.
Yeah, but here comes the backstab again. Just a couple Lings and a Hydralisk, and they're going to start working their damage on there, making the shields go down on that Nexus. And look at double expansion. Yeah, Guimchi being really confident here is going to be taking a 4th base at the 4 o'clock position. Meanwhile, Effort taking another base too. So these players are just going into mass expand mode. Man, if Guimchi can get away with 4 bases, this game will just have been a complete turnaround.
And here's the thing, though, like, I don't know why Effort didn't really expand to a 4th base throughout all this time.
Yeah. Yeah, he had the opportunity, and you know what? Getting that 4th gas is absolutely critical to this late game Zerg composition. And so he kind of hindered himself not having that additional gas to mine from this late in the game.
Yeah, it's a very bit troubling, but here comes the first Zealot, though. It's finally scouted out to the 4th base. It's up and kicking here for Effort. Meanwhile, his pack of Mutos got rebuilt. Going to go for the shuttle.
Oh, yeah, they're going for the shuttle. They do take it out. Was there a Reaver still inside?
Well, one Reaver somehow managed to live. But more importantly, though, this probe line is going to be forced to get pulled off.
Oh yeah, the probe line taking some heavy hits here. Oh, the High Templar almost got a storm out on these mutas. The mutas are starting to run low here.
Right, but here's the thing though. Effort does have the hive track. He has the Defiler done out. You know, he has the 90s canals he can place around his newly built bases here. Look at this. There already is there. Nice canal. And, you know,
Oh, he's going to get another High Templar. No! He left it alive! The High Templars are just complete fodder to these mutas.
Oh man, the Reaver goes down again. It's the Reaver massacre today, ladies and gentlemen.
Wow. These mutas are just getting so much work done.
Oh, what a nice storm on top of all of those Hydras. Completely cutting the army size in more than half.
Yeah, I guess it only took one High Templar to really do some great carnage on top of that army. And that's exactly what Guimchi needed after a stroke of really bad luck from those mutas.
That's actually going to keep Guimchi alive for a little bit longer.
Yeah, that's hilarious. He really only had one storm. And Ever just ate the entire thing.
Here again, once again, the mutilating attack coming into the third base. Guimchi going to be forced to pull back to defend, and I think the next is going to fall.
There's got to be some, like, epic hold here, if he will. But there's no Reavers here to defend against these Zerglings. My god, the Zerglings making it inside this main base would be really bad. A nice storm, though.
That's a good storm, you know. Trying to target down the revive facility finally does go down. Meanwhile, trying to snipe that tech building.
You know what that could mean? If there's no other Robo, then he could start sniping observers and switch back into lurkers. Oh, and that's a ton of lurkers, as I say that.
Yeah, that's the thing.
God.
Oh man.
So, you know, it's like Effort sitting with this lurker pocket of awesomeness that he can use later in the game.
You know, I'm just sitting here thinking, like, how this game played out had Guimchi still had a group of Corsairs.
Yeah, I don't know. But it seems like, you know, committing to a really strong 2-base army has really helped him out. And now that he's sitting on 4 bases, he's not mining heavily from that mineral only, but still, he's got himself back in this game relatively.
Yeah. I mean, but Effort, though, he already expanded to his side of the map. It's going to take one more expansion before he completely fill out the top side of the map, but here comes the Defiler and a couple more Hydras.
Yeah, he's going to need some Dark Swarms to be able to bust up that new base of Guimchi. 4 o'clock is going to be hard to take. Being on the high ground, going to have to storm up those ramps.
Oh man, look at this. Another group of Zerg trying to make their way into the third, but... The Archon actually died.
I can't believe that. Archons are so efficient at trading, but, you know, with the full surround, Effort microed that really well to make sure he took out the Archon. It's one of the key units that he wanted to just make sure he mowed down.
And here comes the first... Oh, nice play. Didn't hit all the units, though, but still hit a couple of Dragoons there. And this is probably going to be Effort's time to attack here. He already started to rally a lot of units on the map. Going to go for the 2-prong attack. Going for the flank, actually.
Yeah, this Gateway army is getting relatively whittled down now, especially with that plague. And I think that Guimchi might be in trouble at this point.
And look at this. Zerg's still running amok here in the middle only third.
The third right there is just way too hard to hold. That's the problem, is that Guimchi has to always constantly be trading army. Otherwise, he's going to lose workers at the third.
And here comes the lurkers, though. Will Guimchi be prepared? That's actually a lot of lurkers.
That is a ton of lurkers, and he got himself in a really good position here. The spines are going to start to go crazy. Oh, one of the High Templars ends up getting sniped from the lurker spines here. The Dragoons are getting forced back, and it looks like there is no army left. GG!
GG! Effort just destroying Guimchi on the map. Going to take game number 3 for himself. He will be up in this series 2-1.
Yeah, this is looking really good for Effort. And he's going to be going into Fighting Spirit with a 2-1 lead.
Oh, man. Fighting Spirit.
Fighting spirit. Well, that was a pretty good one. I think Guimchi's got to be pretty exhausted.
He has to, but more importantly, though, we have a lot of good tales to tell of that battle on Gladiator, where Reavers made the long trek home. The tale of two Reavers.
The tale of two Reavers.
The story of the mutilist that could.
That's right.
If you took nothing else away from that game, we got some good fanfic coming in, hopefully.
That's right. Fanfic is probably the most important part of Brood War. You know, there was a lot of fanfiction stories about Raynor and Kerrigan falling in love and getting all broody with each other. And then all of a sudden, StarCraft 2 came out, and that ended up being the real storyline.
You know what's more important than fanfic? Corsair control.
Yeah.
It looks like the curse of the terrible Corsair control has hit Guimchi that game.
All right, guys.
Bisu.
If you aren't posting in the LR thread, start posting your stories, comments there. Get on Team Liquid and interact with everybody, and start tweeting out. Tweeting is the key to making this viewership triple, quadruple. So everybody, tell your friends and your mothers that they should be watching StarCraft 1.
Huh.
Not the mothers. Leave the mothers out. Oh, but this is the National Starleague, sponsored by Vant Products, and probably the best sponsor we've ever had.
That is true.
Some pretty good commercials, although they're no like Espidoo like girl leggy commercials. Those are pretty good.
What, the AOA commercials?
Yeah. You know, if like there was a moistening product for girls that they could put on their legs, that would be really good for Vant to show off some leggy Vant.
Yeah, they're called lotion.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're looking for the word lotion. Yeah, lotion, baby.
If we could have, you know, AOA or maybe like Girl Generation to lotion themselves up in a commercial, probably take things to the next level.
That would cost a lot of money.
Yeah, that's a lot of leg to cover, but the Vant products are worth the cost. And I know that's not what you meant. Actually, I don't know what the cost of a Vant product is. They're probably very cost efficient for what it provides you.
Who knows? We would have to go out and buy some Vant product to figure out if they're cost effective or not.
Yeah, they have them on Craigslist.
Craigslist? Why are you looking up products on Craigslist?
It's the only way to get Vant.
You sure it's not up on Amazon?
I don't think so. I don't think you can get it on Amazon.
Well, let me look this up right now.
I am looking it up right now. I'm constantly getting Mozart in the Juggle advertisement.
See, you can. Yes, you can buy it on.
Whoa! Okay. Snap. What am I gonna buy?
I actually have a lot of things.
Do I want the Air Touch CC cushion? I don't want anything with CC because that reminds me of command centers.
What about your Think Your Face? The wrinkle and
oh, I was
lifting.
just looking at that. The Vita Complex Balm Think Your Face. Oh, that is awesome. What do you do with this?
Oh, there's no customer reviews though. Where are the
No,
customer
you don't need reviews.
No, the reviews are great, man. You have to look up the reviews.
I know. 4-in-1 effect. Skin calm, moisturizing, supply nutrients, skin cover up. It's an oil balm with a natural aroma. Ooh.
Oh, looks like we have a 1-star review from a customer saying didn't come with a refill.
What?
I'm not sure what that's supposed to mean, but
That's hilarious. Didn't come with a refill.
I'm pretty sure you get to pay for the refill. It's not like they're going to give you a bottle and then just give you another bottle for free.
Yeah, that's hilarious. But the other ones are 5-star reviews. Lightweight and easy to wear. For people who are not professional makeup artists, this product is your next best option. Skin feels moisturized and looks very natural. Also, shipping is right on time and great customer service. That's a good review.
That's a good review.
Man, I may have to go for the AirTouch CC cushion. But I don't like buying a cushion I can't sit on.
Huh.
Let's see. There's the Vant Cream product. Melting Dead Skin Cream? Yes, I think so. Oh, God. Okay, XKCD. Melting Dead Skin Cream. Get it beauty on air. The Vant 360.5 AHA 10% cream.
Huh.
This is called alpha hydroxy acid. You know what I imagine? In like the ending scene of Raiders of the Lost Ark, when all the skin melts off their faces when they open up the Ark. That's exactly what I feel like this product is going to do. So refreshing.
That's what I don't want it to do. Exactly that. Just don't do that, and we'll be good.
Face melting cream.
Yeah, let's not have any face melting cream or anything of that sort.
Fine. I'm
It's
sure
pretty
it's not
silly.
like that at all.
No.
Whitening Ample. So this is another Terran product. Air On Get It Beauty. Vitamax 30 Complex. Oh, that seems too difficult for me. Let's go to page 2.
You know, all of these products are too difficult for me. That's why I don't use them.
Yeah. Honestly, I wouldn't know how to apply them. Dermascience 1 Essence. That one sounds pretty good. Only a low price of $80. This is great. Guys, if you're not on Amazon searching for Vant, you need to be doing that right now. We don't even care if you ever donated stream money. If you go and buy a Vant product, you will be just as cool to us. But we do love our super fans.
We love everyone, but we love the super fans more.
Yeah. Blind R, Perfect World, Mr. R, Timo, Imama. In Videncia, I'm looking at you. You could be our next super fan. I'm pedaling here, okay? Alright. Ooh, vitamin lipstick. Are you kidding me? In Marsala? Dude, our lips could look sweet with this one.
Huh.
You're not having as much fun as I am with this, XKCD.
You know why I'm not having that much fun? I'm just thinking about what I have to do immediately after this match is over.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Nah, it's not you. It's my fault.
Guys, please appreciate how hard XKCD has to work today, because he has to get on the road for a super long trip, like, immediately after this. So, yeah. I'm guessing we're hoping for an effort win very quickly on this next map.
Actually, I still have an hour and a half of time, so we're still on schedule.
Oh, sweet. Yeah, I generally like the games to end, like, right at 7, because that's when I usually get into work. So I'm only like 30 minutes late to work if it ends around 7 o'clock.
You go to work, you get into work at 8?
No, I get into work at 7.
That early? When do you leave?
Like 6:50.
I
live 2 miles from work.
Oh, okay. But when do you leave from work?
When do I leave from work? I get done at work at 3 every day.
Oh, okay. That would make a lot of sense then.
Yeah, I usually work 7 to 3.
Because, like, I would, normally when I actually do my full time, like I do for my summer internship, I like to go 9 to 6. Because I'm not a morning guy.
Yeah.
But now, like, we've been doing this casting for the last couple months, and I think I'm becoming more and more of a morning guy.
Yeah,
like,
and you actually kind of get used to it. It's better in the long run that you become a morning guy over a night guy. Trust me, it pays off. And when you finally, find that woman that you want to settle down with, you actually have, time to spend with her in the afternoon.
Right.
That's going to happen soon. XCD, I feel like you're going to find that perfect sorority girl this semester.
Sorority girl.
Uh-huh. You're going to go with triple delta. Tri-delt is going to be the future of you. All right.
And we have a lot of sororities and fraternities on our campus, but I've never really been involved with them.
Yeah, but definitely not the Pike House, because that's been shut down in every location in Florida because those guys are just terrible.
The Pike House?
Yeah, more to tell you after this. Let's call out these spawn positions. Guys, game number 4 here, Guinchi versus Effort. He's got
Why
to
is it
climb.
cross spawns again? It's cross spawns.
Uh-huh.
Is this some kind of conspiracy?
Maybe this is because Brood War is holy.
Okay. Just cross spawns, alright. So in the bottom right, on cross spawns at the look
Whoa!
at this 500 stars
What?
from Indentia.
What?
Oh, wow.
No! Boing, boing.
All of those 500 stars. Thank you very much, Invidentia.
Oh my god, Invidentia. That is epic. You are the superest of super fans.
Look at that. A cute Korean
Wow.
girl.
Style start Invidentia. God.
Meanwhile, cross spawns. We haven't even said the locations yet.
It doesn't matter anymore. This entire game is dedicated to one fan now.
So in the bottom right, as the orange Zerg, going to be Effort once again going for the overpool. Meanwhile, top left, Teal Protoss, SeaGuemchi, Gateway.
Man.
Look at this, Fidentia, that 500 star donation you just gave us got us a Gateway opening game.
Yeah,
oh, man,
that is just sickness. You know what? Maybe it's my pedaling that works. I need to get back on this again. Okay, King Theo, I'm looking at you. I'm just adding on the guilt now.
Man, you'd be a great broadcaster on Africa. Just pedaling for donations.
That's right. I would put on that Korean music and do the sexy booty dancing that all the Korean chicks do.
See, that's the problem though. Like, for foreigners that want to watch it, they need to have a Korean SSID, the Korean social security number, in order to like actually register an account.
Oh, do you?
Yeah, there's a lot of rules regarding that kind of thing.
Oh man. Oh, look at the pylon block coming down here too. I like this because he's gonna delay this natural, and he's probably gonna try and get some zealots out, trying to get some harassments in.
Yeah, but here's the thing though, that pylon block is gonna help the zealot out. Once you need to make sure you don't lose that probe too early on, the pylon will be canceled.
Yeah, the probe zealot combo is gonna be really nice for him as he does roll out here. Doesn't want to lose it to these lings.
Right, but here's the thing though, he needs to make sure he's softening up all the Zerg enough with his zealots at the probe and come in and get the final kill off. Right at the final hit.
I am rather disappointed he put that Nexus down. I would have loved to see like a 4-gate off one base build.
Nah, now you're just peddling too much for more donations.
What? I'm just peddling for 4-gate. Okay? There's a difference.
I thought you were peddling for a donation, now you're peddling for 48. Look at this though. Zealot coming into the main base here, Pro following it behind. That probe needs to go down first, I think. Looks like it's a good decision making here by Effort. Gonna get the probe down first.
Yeah, I think that was a good choice too. The easier target here. And that Zealot is gonna somehow stay alive here. Zerglings are gonna have to go in for a flanking trap. But they, Effort really wants to engage in the open area so he can trade efficiently against these Zealots here. Oh, but now that there's 2, these Zerglings are not going to be trading really well. And a late pull by the drones to help out.
Right, but that first... So those go down. Meanwhile, more Zealots are working their way into the main base.
This is great. SeaGuemchi is doing just an absolutely awesome job here. Because all the larva is going to have to be split between Zergs and between drones and Zerglings.
That is true, BC Dagger.
Yeah, and just now is the hatchery at the natural finishing up, so he does have a few more larvae available to him, so he could drone up at the same time. But look at that, no mining gas right now, so there's just not much going for effort at all.
Effort can't really afford to mine gas though, because he's spending a lot of larvae on Zerg instead of drones, so you need to make sure he keeps his mineral count high enough to keep producing Zerglings here to defend.
Yeah, this harassment is doing such a great job though. It's setting him really far behind. And Effort can't just like turn around with these Zerglings now and say, I want to just go for a counterattack. Guemchi is really well defended here with the wall off that he has at his natural.
Look at this though. Effort he took a third base behind it, and more importantly, he actually started to layer at his natural. That's why we didn't really see the gas come into effect here. Oh, I like this though. Going for the Hydra Den.
This is really the best response for Effort because Hydra Bus can be like really low econ. And he may even go zero style where he just kind of postures at the natural base, but then expands behind it and grows his economy. Drones up pretty hard.
But you can't let the probe get inside the main base, though.
Really.
Oh, here comes the drone block. Trying to keep Effort out of the main base now. Guemchi has to know something is up. He's wondering, why is Effort trying to block my probe? Oh, man. The probe gets in. It's going to get him with 1 HP! 1 HP! And it's going to see the Hydra Den.
Oh, it's so clutch.
Oh, man. It's been a clutch game so far.
Guemchi is playing great in this game. And how is he going to respond to it, knowing that Hydra is... We hope that he saw it, though. We don't know.
I think he saw it.
It was a game of pixels right there. And it was his vision revealed. This is one of the few things that we would be spoiled with if we were, in a more modernized game where you could actually toggle between the vision. Well, I guess he could as the observer, but not at the press of a hotkey.
Here's the thing, like, if he didn't see it, he has to suspect it, that there's some very early Hydra Den. And of course, they're going to confirm it. Because if your opponent goes for the drone block on the ramp, like, why? Yeah. Like the last 3 games, he's been okay with letting, Guemchi scout him out completely because it wasn't like Effort doing anything out of the ordinary. But going for that drone drop, you can see now, Guemchi already has 3 cannons at his natural. He's already expecting this to some extent.
Yeah, that's quite a bit of cannons to help defend himself, but he also knows he's got quite a bit of zealots too, so he doesn't need to continue to build too many cannons quite yet.
That is true. And look at this though. Guemchi's first zealot attack coming across the map here right now. The leg speed should kick in pretty soon, and it's just going to fall back.
Yeah, maybe the leg speed timing just wasn't quite right, and whatever information he got from his Corsairs is telling him, hey, I just need to sit at home for right now and make sure I'm prepared for this.
Yeah, meanwhile, the Cybernetic Corps going to get that +1 Corsair weapons and the +1 ground weapon on the Forge as well. So, Guemchi doing a pretty good job on his upgrades here. And, Effort, you're right, Effort's playing that, very early Hydra game. We're seeing that Effort doesn't have that much SimCity.
Yeah, and look at that. A lot of Overlords were undefended at those... at the natural base for a minute there, but fortunately a ton of Hydras managed to pop out of larva. I was thinking, man, if those Corsairs made it at just the perfect timing, he could have lost a ton of food supply.
That is true. Meanwhile, more Zergs are rallying their way into the 3rd base, but look at this. Hydras are pushing out here alongside his Zerglings.
Alright, this Zealot force can't get caught out. I mean, if it comes down to just cannons, then Guemchi would be in a lot of trouble. He'd lose his gateway and his forge at the front pretty easily here. So he's got to make sure he can engage efficiently with his zealots at the right time. But right now, it looks like the Hydras, with their range attack upgrade finished, is going to start this attack here. Oh, and he pulls all the probes. This is going to be a pretty strong commit. No.
This could be the end of the game here. Guemchi completely underestimating the amount of Hydras that Effort had off of those hatcheries, and there's no High Templar. The High Templars might come out. Here comes the DT, though. It's actually going to be very slow.
Where are the Corsairs?
Where are the Corsairs? That is a great question. I don't even know where the Corsairs are. The Corsairs are so slow.
Oh, my God. If he had those Corsairs sooner, this whole attack would have been completely different. He needs to pick off that Overlord. It's so important here.
Is this going to be GG? Will this be the end of Guemchi's national Starleague run here? Trying to build more additional cannon since that fortress went down.
Oh my god, the fact that he can't pick off this Overlord has just got to be killing him. This response with so many Hydralisks. Kind of aggravating as a Protoss player to see this, but I mean, Ever playing this really brilliantly, knowing that he was so low econ. He does manage to pop the Overlord though. The balloon is down, and now we're just gonna see, can he get another DT out in time, or is he gonna end up losing this?
GG! Effort!
Swan style effort, taking out SeaGuemchi, advancing to the round of 4, gonna be a ZVZ. Can you believe it? Effort with the win.
My brackets can believe it. It's exactly how as I predicted it.
That's right.
I was hoping SeaGuemchi would take one more game actually, but well played to both players here. Unfortunately, SeaGuemchi's gonna have to take the sad bus ride back home.
Now the question is, did you put Sharp over Bisu?
You know I did.
Well,
See,
fortunately, your perfect bracket is going to get shut out.
So here's the thing, though. If it doesn't happen, at least I don't think I lose too many points. But if it does happen, then I basically win the entire bracket contest.
Do you have Sharp?
No.
Do you have Sharp winning in the finals, though?
No, obviously not.
And who does he lose to?
Effort, of course.
Effort, of course.
Hmm.
He's gonna have a rematch against Zero, and he did lose his group stage bracket to Zero, and they're 1 ZVZ.
I know, but I'm feeling it.
Okay, fair enough. Guys, Bisu versus Sharp. It's gonna be coming up later this week on Thursday the 14th.
That is true. Make sure to tune in late time when we Epic TVP. And of course, next Monday, we're going to have the other round of 4 match, which will be the ZVZ.
Right, and let's not forget a big shout out to our star fans.
Of course, we have shout outs to Invidentia today for becoming the best super fan ever.
Wow, that was epic. The stars came on top of crates, and I'm just waiting to find out what's inside those crates. Is it just more stars or rabid weasels?
Who knows?
Because you never know when a crate is containing rabid weasels. It's the truth. Anyway, so thank you to our super fans and our regular fans. We love you guys whether you can donate or not. Honestly, you guys are the lifeblood of StarCraft here. And it's just been a blast to cast with you guys. The round of 4, can you believe it? We're already to the semifinals. Going to be happening on the 14th. It's just going to be the first of the semifinals. Bisu versus Sharp. I believe it's going to be a continuation of the best of 5 series and a continuation of the map poll. So Circuit Breaker, Gladiator, and Match Point and Fighting Spirit.
It feels like we went so far, but we still have so much more to go.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, this is not going to be ending until all the way at the 23rd. So right at the end of the month. In fact, my twin sister's born on the 23rd. Most importantly, though, the finals that day. Yeah. So XKCD, why don't you go ahead and get on the road, guys? Thank you again. I am BC Dagger along with XKCD. Find us on Twitter. Find us on Team Liquid if you want to talk to us. Review us on our casting thread if you want to bring your comments or criticisms. And have a good Monday.
Yeah, and hopefully have a good rest of the week, everybody. We will see you guys on Thursday.
Peace.